For over 2 decades, we focused on one philosophy, the 10 life values. A system that helps us examine our lives, our vision, our leadership. Our products and our services are exclusively for men, all men. The ones who teach and mentor our kids, maintain our livestock and grow our food, make and repair our products, saves us from catastrophe, and protect our nation. The 10 life values are woven into every product and service we create. Because at the end of the day, our vision is to see all men from every community equipped with the appropriate processes and the necessary tools to be excellent fathers and the best version of themselves they can be.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I am your host, femininity coach, and author of the Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So, like usual, I've got something to share with you guys. This is actually a kind of a disturbing story, but we're going to jump right into it. So let me go ahead and share my screen like I usually do, and let's talk about it. Okay, woman cut off in traffic, pulled from car, beaten in front of her twins. This is the woman who got arrested for that. See how she's smiling? See how she's like cool with it? This is her mugshot. She's cool, right? Okay, Youngstown, Ohio, an Edora Avenue woman is in the Mahoning County Jail after reports said she cut a woman off in traffic Saturday, dragged her from her car, and beat her with a hammer in front of her children, then later bragged about it on Facebook. Jamela Chatman, 27, was booked into the jail on a charge of aggravated robbery. She is expected to be arraigned later Monday in municipal court. Chatman was arrested after police were called about 12:50 p.m. Saturday to Cameron and Gibson Avenues for a report of a woman being beaten with a hammer. When officers arrived, reports said the victim told officers she was driving on Gibson Avenue when a vehicle driven by Chatman cut her off and forced her to stop. Chatman then got out of her vehicle, ran to the victim's vehicle, pulled her out, and began beating her with her fists and a hammer. The woman told police she had her 5-year-old twins in the car. A female passenger in Chatman's car went to the back of the victim's car and tried to take the children out. The woman later told police she was trying to get the children out of harm's way. Chatman took the victim's keys before leaving, reports said. Reports said when officers were on the scene, they learned Chatman made a Facebook Live video bragging that she took the victim's keys. A woman who was nearby and checking on the victim showed police Chatman's Facebook page where she made a video threatening the victim. Reports said officers found out where Chatman lived and arrested her at her home. They found a hammer but no keys. The woman had cuts on her arm and scalp, but declined medical attention. So that's a pretty disturbing story. Here's my thing, sisterhood. My question: why do you guys want softness in correction, but you don't have any softness in your correction? This woman was smiling in that mugshot. She was proud of what she did. She was bragging on Facebook about what she did. She didn't care about dragging that woman out of her car in front of her children and beating her with a hammer. Now, who knows what it was about? It's usually about a man or some money. Either way, it doesn't matter if she was quote unquote messing with your man or whatever the case may be. She didn't stop her to talk about it. She didn't stop her to discuss it over coffee, or she didn't stop to say this woman is with her kids. Let me not, deal with this in this way. There's no humanity. There's no civil behavior. There's no soul. There's no spiritual reflection. There is no let me try to maintain or let me try to reel in my emotions about whatever it is I'm angry about or whatever it is that's transpiring between me and this person. Let me go ahead, try to control my emotions over the situation, and let me approach this like an adult. We so busy trying to pull up on somebody. It's so masculine too. Like pulling up on people. She was proud that she pulled up on that woman. I don't know what the dispute was about, but for me, it doesn't matter what the dispute was about because she pulled up on that woman, cut her off in traffic so she couldn't move, hurried up, drugged that woman out of her car, and beat her in front of her children. And then you guys want soft correction? You want somebody to come and baby you and poo-poo and how you doing and all of that type of stuff to tell you that you wrong? When you don't have that approach at all, not even with other Black women. When you're mad at another Black woman, you will blow her brains out. You'll cut her off in traffic, drag her out of her car and beat her with a hammer, then steal her car keys. And then brag about it and laugh about it on a Facebook Live. You'll kill the children. Had a woman kill her sister's children. These are the types of things that you do not only to other people, but you do it to your so-called sisters. And then you want lighthearted correction? Are you kidding me right now? Like you want somebody to sit with you and hold your hand and cry with you and rock with you in the floor and, oh, it'll be all right, sister. You know, I know you don't know. And you want somebody to go over statistics and you want somebody to think back to slavery and how the trauma of that got you in a certain situation and you just don't know. And you know we suffering too as Black women and nobody hears what we have to say. But when you get mad at your sister, you'll come blow her brains out in front of everybody on the block. I'm trying to figure out, you get what you put out. And it seems like Black women don't understand concepts like karma. What go around, come around. Do unto others. Don't understand that type of concept. This energy isn't supposed to come back to you. You violent, you masculine, you are unreasonable, you are emotionally unstable. You do things for attention. You don't like correction. You don't want nobody to tell you nothing, no matter how they tell it to you. That is a cap. I am so tired of hearing that cap. It ain't nothing wrong with what you're saying. It's just how you say it. Everybody, what are you for? That somebody got to sit you down and put you in front of a coloring book to try to figure out what's going on with you? Ain't nobody got time for that. You a whole grown woman. Any other time you grown and you're telling folks to kiss your soda cracker and your tobacco. And you grown and you do what you want to do, who you want to do it to, when you want to do it, where you want to do it, and can't nobody tell you nothing about how you're doing it. Now all of a sudden when it comes down to talking to you and getting some things straight and getting down to the bottom of why we're as collectively in the state that we're in, now all of a sudden there has to be softness and there has to be, love, and there has to be a wonderful, soft place for you to land. But you don't make soft places for nobody else to land. You don't make no soft place for your children to land. They land hard when they dealing with you. They got to deal with your abuse. They got to deal with the trauma you putting them through. All types of situations that your children have to deal with you. And it ain't nothing soft about that. There's nothing soft about dealing with you. Your kids get cussed out, get beat on, get put on blast, embarrassed all in front of, social media. Had this woman, I think kind of went viral, had this woman talking crazy about her own daughters and what they doing on Instagram and, and how they, hoeing on Instagram. But ma'am, you they mama. So if they hoeing, who taught them how to do it? Talking about they cussing all on Instagram and every other word out of her mouth was 4 letters. Every other word out of her mouth was profanity. So where they learning from, ma'am? They got it out of the ether. They got it from you. You they mama. So whatever they learned about how to be a woman or how to present themselves as females, they learned it off of you. Okay? So if they are on Instagram, Facebook, or wherever they at, trying to act like they older than what they are and all of this type of stuff and doing little ratchet stuff online, then guess what? That falls on you because they are not adults and they are in your house. Period, point blank. No softness there. You're not soft when you're trying to put your kids on blast and then making yourself look like an idiot in the process. Ain't no soft landing for your men when you have children by them and you take them all through the court system. You keep them from seeing their kids. And we talking about men who want to see their kids. We talking about men who want to be in their children's lives, who are making every effort to be in the lives of their children. You commit paternity fraud, have these men's feelings all wrapped up into kids that's not his, and you know they ain't his. And when he get mad at you, when he find out through the DNA testing that them kids ain't his and he get mad, then you want to sit somewhere and cry. And when he should still care for the kids because he's a girl, bye. And you want somebody to be soft with you, but nobody else is getting soft landings when it comes to you. You give everybody a hard time. Everybody got a hard time coming when it comes to the likes of you hyenas and gynocrats. Everybody got a hard time coming. But when it comes time for you and somebody to turn the tables on you, to turn the mirror towards you so that you can have some introspection, now can't nobody say nothing. They can't say it loud. They can't say it soft. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Say it over here and they can't say it over there. They got to write it to you in sign language. They got to send up smoke signals. They got to do all this other stuff around you to try to make you feel better about the correction that you need when we are in a dire situation and nobody got time to be babying you through some stuff when you grown. Nobody, absolutely nobody. Like I said, any other time, you telling folks to kiss your soda cracker and your accabaca. You quick to tell anybody how grown you are, how much money you got, what kind of job you got, how much they ain't got, how you better than them. You quick to tell a man how dusty he is and you don't need him and all of this other type of stuff. Same man you dragging through child support court talking about he ain't got no money. What you begging for money for then? If he ain't got no money, what you taking him to child support then for? You can't get blood out of a turnip, ma'am. If he don't got no money, then what you at the zaddy can't make him have no money. Boop. That's what you fail to realize. If he really is dusty as you say, why did you have a child? This woman done sat here and pulled this woman out, another woman out of a car to beat her with a hammer and smiled on the mugshot. Don't tell me about soft. Don't tell me you don't have no soul. The lot of you. No type of spiritual anything. No type of reflection. Oh, this woman, come on. No coming to your senses or nothing. Even the sight of them children, even though they weren't your children, they were only 5 years old, so they was little. Too little to stop you, too little to do anything other than cry when they see their mama being drugged out of the car and hit on. That's the only thing they were big enough to do was cry. And none of that gave you no pause to say, what am I really doing here? What am I doing? I can't not do this. This is not me. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I cannot do this. Now, I know I'm mad at her for X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. But this is going too far. I can't do it. Now, what if you had struck a blow to that woman and killed her or put her in a coma? It would have been premeditated because you rolled up on her. I guess you figure she must have knew her or something, or knew where she would be or something like that. So you pulled up on her, you stopped her, this was all premeditated. What if you had killed that woman? No thought about what happens after you go on your emotional rampage to do whatever it is you think you ought to do to somebody. For every slight, real or imagined, you plot revenge. You gonna get back at somebody. You gonna get them. You gonna pull up. You gonna fight. You gonna hurt them. You gonna do whatever it is to get whatever it is out of whatever you trying to do. And then when the hammer come down and the rest of the world be like, no, ma'am. Now you want to cry. I was just, and make up some story about what your emotions was doing. Or, now all of a sudden you got a mental health issue. Well, that's too bad, so sad. You should have been going to therapy and seeing about your mental health then, instead of pulling folks out of the car and trying to beat them with hammers for whatever reason. I'm not really interested in the reason. They didn't say what the reason was in the article, and frankly, I don't care. Because there's nothing really you can tell me that would justify it. But Black women always find a justification. I'm pretty sure there's going to be somebody under the comment section that finds a reason to justify this action. Now, had it been a Black man that drug a Black woman out of the car, it wouldn't have been no justification for that. He's a monster. You're a monster. You a monster when you do monstrous things. You a monster when you don't got no soul. That's what makes you a monster. Because you don't care what you do to people. You don't care what you do around people. You don't care. That woman didn't care about the trauma she put them 2 kids through. They care nothing about them kids. They wasn't hers, and she might not even care about hers if she got any. Because if she do got some kids, she don't care about them because she put herself in a situation to go to jail to be away from them. No mother does that, but I don't know if she got kids or not. But whatever the situation may be, she don't love herself enough. Because you put yourself in a situation to be behind bars. Took the woman keys so she can't leave. Just trifling and vindictive. You stay trifling. You stay on some trifling type of situation and then want somebody to come along and hug you and love you. And what? She delicate, and she got this issue going on and she got this issue going on. And, and it might have been this and it might have been that. You never know her story as to why she did. But you don't get nobody else the benefit of the doubt about their story. You don't care about nothing about your sister's story. You want everybody to care about your story. You don't care about your sister's story. If she did sleep with your man, you don't give her excuses about that. Well, she might have been going through something emotional and he was just around and it might not have been malicious towards me. She was just trying to get some comfort from a man. You don't give her that type of benefit of the doubt. You don't give her no leeway. You don't give her no leeway, none. Zero, zip, zilch, none. Not a single ounce. You're spiritually dead. Until you get this together, I don't want to hear no squawking and complaining. It falls on deaf ears for gynocrats and hyenas to complain. Falling on deaf ears. Not only with me, but with the rest of the world, because you've proven what kind of threat you are and who you are. You prove every day who you are. Now people believe you. I believe you. The rest of the world believe you. You're spiritually empty. You're dead. I told you things that don't have a soul are dead. So you like a zombie or something. I don't know what you are. Every day you find something more inhuman to do, more inhumane to do. No spiritual value at all, no reflection, no insight, nothing. No seeking of the truth. There's nothing going on in that head of yours and nothing going on in that heart of yours because you don't have one. You do nothing for your mental health. If you're that kind of imbalance, you need to go talk to somebody. If something gets you that angry where it's like, okay, I got to go pull somebody out of the car and potentially, you don't know what kind of damage. You could have struck the wrong blow. A hammer is a blunt force trauma. You can really do some damage with a hammer. And I'm talking about a household regular hammer. You hit somebody in the head with that thing, hit somebody in the temple with that thing, that person is out of there. And I know you ain't doing it with no technique. You're just swinging hard as you can. Probably laughing the whole way through because you were smiling in the mugshot. So I gotta believe you enjoyed yourself. Don't go and get your mental health evaluated. Don't care nothing about your family. Don't care nothing about other people's family. We used to care about other people's children as well as our own. Y'all little soulless hyenas don't care about no child nowhere. And the other woman who was getting the kids out of the car, talking about she was getting them out of harm's way, must have thought that this Jamela chick would have harmed the kids too, because out of harm's way how? Why? If you didn't think that chick would have went after them kids or did something to those children. So you was with her. She got you on demon time, rolling with her to pull up to this other chick for whatever reason to do her in. Y'all gonna hurt her, y'all gonna jump her or whatever. Don't care nothing about your appearance value. It's getting worse and worse. It's way worse than twerking somewhere. You out here hurting folks and killing. For some of you killing folks. No introspection. There's nothing going on with you. There's nothing happening with you that would give anybody any pause to say, you know what? Let's delve down deep into these women's stories and see what's really going on with them and see what kind of help you get. That just caused people to want to throw you under the jail. Redeem you how? What's redeemable? Give me a redeemable quality. When are you going to see to that lost spirit of yours? It's gone. When are you going to go find it? You get what you get out of things, what you put into them. And Black women, I'm talking to you. You put in violence. You put in callousness. You put in heartlessness. You put in soullessness. And you get it back. You're not no more special than anybody else in this world. You're really not. I know you think you are, but you're not. You're not. Chickens come home to roost to you too. And when they come, ain't nobody gonna be trying to hold them back and make the chickens peck soft. Get your life together. Get your life together. For those of you with ears, hear. We canceling the gynocracy over here. It's canceled. It's canceled. Women who are about something, who trying to be valuable women, those are the women that get the lesson. The rest of you hyenas, you go back to the boneyard now. You dismiss. Dismiss back to the boneyard. Nobody called for you. Nobody sent for you. Nobody wants you. We canceling you. You're useless. You've proved yourself useless and destructive. Nobody wants you nowhere. When we trying to build something, nobody wants you nowhere destroying it as I build it. Knock that off. Okay? Nobody wants you following up behind them, destroying nothing as they build it. Knock it off. Okay? Now, after you knock it off, sound off in the comment section, because I want to know, if you don't have no soul, why are you looking for softness and sweetness and kindness that you don't give to anybody? Why do you want that? Why do you expect that? Why do you think that should be something that you get, something that you receive? You don't give it. So why do you think that you should receive it? Sound off in the comment section. I want to hear the answer to that. Eager to hear the answer to that. Also, like, share, and subscribe. I know you have not hit that like button. So before you get out of here, if you didn't click it coming in, click it going out. Okay? Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I am your host, the Crimson Cure. This was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites. Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.